Hey there, SideQuesters! We're back with a list of 20 free VR games that you can get right here on SideQuest. From multiplayer shooters to social VR hangouts and whatever this thing is. No matter your gaming taste, we've got something you can dive into and enjoy for free. These aren't demos either. They're all full-length experiences that are free to play on SideQuest right now. So, let's get started. First up, we've got Banter VR. Coming to you from the minds behind SideQuest. That's right, SideQuest has made a game. Banter is a social VR sandbox where you can get together with friends, attend fun events, and explore literally hundreds of worlds filled with a whole bunch of weird stuff, to be honest. Next up, we've got Population 1, the world's #1 VR multiplayer shooter. It's fun, it's frantic, and yep, it's totally free to play. You can jump into a bunch of classic modes like Battle Royale or Team Deathmatch, or you can dig into the vast library of community-created maps and mods. One of SideQuest's biggest breakout smash hits, Gorilla Tag's simple yet addictive take on the schoolyard classic stands out because of the unique locomotion options offered. It's easy to learn, but hard to master. So, how will you find life when you reject humanity and become monkey? Another SideQuest to official store success story, Hyperdash is a super addictive team-based shooter with 7 exhilarating game modes, an active community of modders, and gunplay that's polished to perfection. The fact that it's free? Well, that's the icing on a very tasty cake. Come on, admit it, you've been itching for a VR farming sim, and Harvest VR is here to scratch that. The addictive farming loop of reap, sow, reap, look after your animals, sow, fish, mine, cook, reap, sow, well, you get the idea. It's all here, and with buttery smooth object interaction, more than 30 different plants to grow, animals to care for, fish to fish, and a lot more besides. Harvest VR is the perfect place to work hard or hardly work. We love Spatial Ops at SideQuest because of just how ambitious it is. And now that the Quest 3 is here with its improved mixed reality, now is definitely the best time to jump into it. As long as you and your friends all have a headset, you've got intense MR laser tag right at your fingertips. And naturally, if you prefer to play on your own, there are plenty of bots to keep you company. We included Dracair in our indie spotlight at the end of 2023, and it's already got even better. In their epic quest to bring seamless hand tracking to fantasy VR, the devs are taking their feedback very seriously. Jump into the world of Dracair, experience spell-slinging combat like never before, engage with the story and minigames, and make sure you leave the developers all of the helpful feedback you can. Shooters have never been this succulent. Get it? Because cactus? Whatever. Become the now famous Cactus Cowboy in one of his earlier adventures in this World War II themed shoot 'em up against the bug menace. If you like your VR shooters with a side order of weird, you definitely won't find thorny issues here. Another surefire hit for multiplayer shooter fans, AIM XR boasts a classic blend of satisfying gunplay and entertaining havoc physics that make every 5v5 match a blast. It'll certainly knock your opponent's socks off. Master the way of the high bow and jump into intense multiplayer action where your skill with the bow and quick reflexes will be richly rewarded in this free-to-play open beta. Grab your deck, don't say it in an Australian accent, and raise a toast as you join your friends in what's probably the best VR card game you'll ever play. Cards and Tankers is another SideQuest success story, hitting Meta's official store because of its charming, addictive, and deep card-based gameplay. There's even cross-platform multiplayer to enjoy, so you'll always keep your friends in the game. We love a creative community at SideQuest, and OpenBrush fits the bill perfectly. It's a community-created evolution of the very popular Tilt brush that allows you to turn your room into a 3D canvas, so you can paint your way. There's a huge range of brush styles, colours, effects, and shapes to help you get artistic. The only limit is your imagination. Our sidekicks, also known as verified reviewers, get a real kick out of Bounty City, and we're sure you will too. Remixing the standard 5v5 format of other VR multiplayer shooters, you'll play as a rugged, and in my case, dashingly handsome criminal in 3 teams of 3 players to score the most loot. Cooperation and deception are the name of the game, and a quick trigger finger helps out too. Master the movement mechanics of vertical shift, where, as you'd expect, you'll be soaring through the skies using jetpacks, grapple hooks, and gliders to get the drop on your opponents and climb those leaderboards. There are 4 multiplayer modes to master, and even a fleshed out single-player campaign that you can dive into today. If you're looking to improve your cognitive function, then Enhance VR is here to help get your brain in shipshape. The more you play, the more exercise your mind will get, and Enhance VR is tested to help you improve your memory, attention span, problem-solving abilities, motor control, and much more. As you'd expect from a title like Dreamland, you'll be thrown into a world of mystery, wonder, and plenty of challenge to boot. Invite your friends to join your game, customize your avatar, and head out on a range of exciting missions that will push all of your VR gaming skills to their limits. Strap on your gravity gloves and get ready to be punched in the face by a panda, unfortunately not voiced by Jack Black. Gravity League, the ball game where gravity won't hold you back. The rules are simple: 2 players, 1 ball, 0 gravity, and first to 11 wins the game. You can challenge players online across the VR-verse, or team up with your friends for some intense 2v2 action. Either way, there can only be one champion of the Gravity League. Pioneer Endless Journey is a charming little roguelite that'll have you puzzle solving, crafting, and fighting your way across each Sky Island map, and it'll be different every time you load it up. The crafting system in particular is a ton of fun, with plenty of weapon combinations to unlock and experiment with, and you'll need to. Those enemies are no pushovers. The Passage is a fairly short experience, but it's definitely an experience worth having, let me tell you. Exploring humankind's most primal fear, the darkness, The Passage thrusts you into the unknown and keeps you gripped all the way. We won't spoil it here, so I guess you'll just have to go play it, won't you? The Obsessive Shadow is an intense survival horror, and it's up to you to escape from the stranger at your window that's stalking your movements. Your flashlight's definitely your best friend in this one. You're not armed with anything else. Can you survive the night? For more of the latest and greatest free-to-play VR titles, make sure you stick with SideQuest, where we have literally thousands of VR apps and games that you can dive into right now. All you have to do is head on over to sidequestvr.com to start exploring. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more gaming lists and top VR tips, but until next time, happy SideQuesting!